Damon and Elena have the most epic romance in the Vampire Diaries, and it is fun to revisit when Damon and Elena first get together and fall in love in the fantasy series. Damon, Ian Somerhalder, and Elena, Nina Dobrev, were drawn together throughout the series, and the high school student soon found herself in a love triangle with both Damon and his brother Stefan, Paul Wesley. Ultimately, Damon won Elena's heart and emerged from the series finale as her eternal suitor. Elena's romance with Damon was the focal point of many significant episodes in the series. This started with their first kiss but included other significant moments. Considering the epic nature of Elena's relationship with Damon, it is next to impossible to narrow down all of their iconic and important moments. The first kiss is only part of their long-term storyline on the popular vampire TV series. While their first kiss and official relationship milestones are significant, their romance had to start somewhere, and some of their best episodes played a crucial part in their falling in love over the years, and their eventual happy ending when the show finally concluded. 20. Damon and Elena's first official meeting. Night of the Comet, Season 1, Episode 2. While it wasn't technically the first time that they encountered each other, the meeting between Damon and Elena in the first season episode Night of the Comet was the first time that she remembered meeting him. They met earlier in their lives, but Damon had wiped it from her mind. In this episode, Elena had already met Stefan and started to fall in love with him. That is when she first saw his bad boy brother Damon, and they did not get along at first in any way. While Damon knew that he liked Elena, he was more obsessed at this point with getting Catherine out of the tomb she was entrapped in. This meant that he had no time or interest in her at that point, and he honestly treated her poorly. She had a bad first impression of him, and while that is often the setup for a good girl-bad boy relationship to start, this episode looked like they would never end up compatible with each other. However, as the first time they met, it was an important moment in their relationship. Damon and Elena's first trip together. Bloodlines, Season 1, Episode 11. Throughout the first half of Season 1, Damon was certainly the villain of the series. It wasn't until Bloodlines that viewers really got to see a different side of Damon. After rescuing Elena from a car crash, Damon took her to Georgia to help her get her mind off of the accident and the fact that she looks like Catherine. While out there, Damon held Elena's vervain necklace and promised not to compel her if she went with him. This was the first true sign of there being trust between the two. Elena believed Damon, despite his prior actions, and he held up his end of the bargain, giving them their first bonding moment. As a result, this was the first time that Elena actually started to see Damon's real personality, and it started her strong feelings for him. As a result, this was also the start of the love triangle that dominated early in the series. 18. Their first dance. Miss Mystic Falls, Season 1, Episode 19. The chemistry between Elena and Damon became undeniable to viewers in Season 1's Miss Mystic Falls. Stefan stood Elena up at the Miss Mystic Falls pageant after becoming consumed by bloodlust, but Damon saved the day by taking his brother's place and accompanying Elena as her escort. Damon and Elena's first dance together was one of the couple's most significant moments. Neither participant could take their eyes off each other, evidencing their passionate connection. As soon as the scene was over, many fans knew this was the couple they shipped. This had several firsts for the couple in the series. It was Damon's first real romantic gesture to Elena, the first display of their chemistry, and the first time that she really started to find Damon attractive. This wasn't their last dance on the Vampire Diaries, but it was a huge fan favorite moment for the couple. Damon compels Elena. Rose, Season 2, Episode 8. Damon looks at Elena in the Vampire Diaries episode Rose to compel her to forget what he said. Season 2's Rose was important for Delena as, after seeking her out to return her vervain necklace, Damon admitted to being in love with his brother's girlfriend. He then erased all traces of his confession from her memory. Damon's declaration of love was immediately followed by one of his first selfless acts in the series. The vampire recognized Elena's good heart and conceded that his brother was more deserving of her love, so he couldn't be selfish with her. This episode had Stefan and Damon admit that they knew Damon liked her, but they put all their own squabbles aside to promise to work together to keep her safe and protect her. Their love for her was more important than their own desires. His action in Rose marked one of the most selfless moments Damon did early in the series and really set the table for their future together in the series. This was the moment where Damon began to really grow as a person.